Mexico Memorial Airport. Automated weather observation 1443. Zulu weather wind 350 at 5 visibility. Mexico traffic experimental 750 November Charlie is going to be back taxiing 436 Mexico.
Well, it's a beautiful summer day here, isn't it?
Oh, very nice day. Going to be a little warm, but yes, very nice.
Yeah, it's our Missouri summers. We do get a lot of heat, but good flying weather overall. And we're in the STOL CH 750. We haven't been in this airplane in a little while, it seems, so it was a good opportunity to jump into this airplane, right?
Well, when you got so many airplanes to fly all the time, you know, you just get used to one because you're taking up demos or whatever, and you forget about the others.
Right, all right. And you know, and I still remember when the STOL 750 was our new airplane. Now it's nearly our old airplane because, of course, we have the Cruzer version, the Super Duty, and even the 650, you know, that are all kind of predate or post-date the 750 STOL.
Right, and I get a lot of customers ask me, well, what's my favorite airplane to fly? And I always say, well, it's the last one I've been flying because, you know, they're all fun.
That is true. That is true. Although I hear you're still partial to your 701.
Well,
though,
I didn't want to say that.
But I
get in trouble.
And I think that's in part that's because you built it. There's a certain amount of satisfaction that comes from that, isn't there?
And that's where I grew up from Zenith, if you say. So yes.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, let's do a run up here.
Yeah, we're gonna do a run up. Lock my throttle, check my left ignition, goes down, so it indicates it's working. Back that, go to the right, shows that's working. Go for carb heat. Yep.
And we have the Jabiru 3300, which model of the 3300 is it? Still the Gen, what, 2?
Oh, Gen 2, yes.
120 horsepower, 6-cylinder, air-cooled. We really love that engine in this airplane. Works really well.
Let the oil warm up just a hair more. We'll be off. And we got the single stick, the Y stick, and the option for the dual stick. But yeah, I prefer the single stick. And you know, customers can always modify it, make it a little taller or shorter or whatever you like. So.
But we really like this, don't we? Like, I mean, for flying with two people, both have your hands on the stick. You're not holding hands. You've got your lap free. It really works out well.
And you can put dual throttles very easy, so that's not an issue either. Mexico traffic, experimental 750 November Charlie. It's going to be departing runway 36. Will be a local flight for Mexico. Alright, we're going to have to stick back a little ways. I got about half flaps. Add the power, brakes, release. And we're density altitude right now at 2,500. So it's a warm day. We're full of fuel. Sebastien and I are in here, so we're not lightly loaded. And I'd say that's probably 150, 200 foot takeoff without really trying.
Yeah, what a nice day it is.
It is.
So this is, you know, we are the Monday before the official start of Oshkosh. And Oshkosh 2022.
Very exciting week.
It really is. Yeah, it's always a busy week for us because we're getting everything ready. We still got a lot of work to do, and getting ready for the show. And so with this flight, we'll kind of cover the activities going on at Oshkosh. Now, this past week's been an exciting week because of what Dave Tillema's been doing. And you want to quickly recap what he's been doing?
Oh yeah. So Dave Tillema, he wanted a challenge, and he's flying the lower 48 states. And he started out his hometown in Texas, and he's been adventuring all along. And I've been following him, and I'm just so proud of Dave and everything he's done, and all the customer support that's taking him in, brought him food, fuel, lodging, whatever.
Yeah, you know, it's really been, so, you know, to recap what he's doing, he's flying on his way to Oshkosh, flying over and stopping in every single of the lower 48 states.
Right.
And if you look at the map, and I'll make sure to put the map up on on this video, but if you look at the map, like, I mean, that's a lot of miles. I can't remember. It was like close to 5,000 miles, I think.
Right.
Is what it was working out to be, and that's you know, and in and of itself, each step is quite doable because you're just flying from one state to the next and so forth. But when you add that back to back to back to back,
right.
you know, in a compressed format, and it's basically for him, it'll have been like a long week. It'll be 7, 8, 9 days maybe, I think, total.
Yeah, but he's flying 10 hours a day. He's not taking breaks. And then I thought, you know, when he first started going out to the western states would be the most challenging, the high density altitudes. But I started thinking after he got through them, you know, maybe the northeast area with all the low ceilings sometimes, the airspace, that might be the most challenging.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see what Dave says.
Yeah, exactly. And so Dave will be arriving in Wisconsin today, and which is nice because it'll give him a week of rest before the actual start of the show. So I'm not sure what he has planned this week, but
and we have to give a shout out to Bill Fahey too. He's coordinator, support, weather information, everything.
Yeah, well, and that's exactly it. It does an endeavor like this does take a team, and there's Bill Fahey. He was his eyes and planning on the ground, and then I know Jan and Alyssa were also involved. They did daily briefings before at the start of the day, end of the day, every day, and just to make sure, you know, to work out all the issues. And you know, it's nice. They don't seem to have experienced any mechanical issues at all, both airframe or engine wise, which we obviously don't expect that, but at the same time it's nice when it doesn't happen because that's one less thing to worry about. And so their focus was more on weather than anything else, it seems. And so I think it's, you know, it's a great testament to a man's being able to do you know, reach his dream, his desire. I know when Dave built his airplane back, I think it's 3 or 4 years ago. I know that was one of his original intents with his airplane when he was building an airplane, was to be able to land in all 48 states. And so it's wonderful to see somebody actually achieve that. And you know, Bill built his airplane in a year, and then what he has, I think, over 800 hours on his airplane already in the last 3 years.
Right.
So he's just been really active with his, well, when I say Bill, it's Dave. I'm talking about Dave Tillema. And you know, we've just been really active, and like you say, I think it's wonderful to see the Zenith community that's rallied behind him to welcome him at the various stops all along the way. A lot of folks who are donating fuel, donating a place for the night, you know, at their house and things like that. So it's just wonderful to see the community get behind him on that.
So what's going to happen at Oshkosh this year?
Well, we've got like every year, we have a busy week at Oshkosh. Of course, we'll fly in our Zenith demo planes. We've got a good selection of demo planes. There'll be a couple maybe surprises for you guys out there, like not brand new designs or anything, but a couple different airplanes that you may not be expecting to see. So we always enjoy doing that. And we'll plan on flying out, I think, on Saturday morning, spend the day flying up to Oshkosh on Saturday, set up on Sunday, and then spend a week meeting Zenith customers and so forth. Where the Zenith booth is the same location as last year. It's in that North Aircraft display area, which is primarily just all experimental home-built airplanes. So a good selection of planes out there to see. And you know, I'm putting on a few seminars like I usually do on STOL aircraft, building your own airplane, sheet metal and rivets. I've got a list somewhere here of all the different forms. I don't have the times here in front of me, but come out and see that. One new program that Charlie Becker of EAA has put together with Val Wested is a women's introduction to building an airplane. Now, Val, some of you that have been coming to our open hangar day are already familiar with Val. She's what I like to call Rosie the Riveter. She's a redheaded gal and teacher, and built her own airplane, a Zenith CH 650. And so she's going to be, since she is a teacher, she wants to be able to share with other women what building and flying an airplane is all about. Oftentimes, I think the kid aircraft industry, a lot of women are kind of intimidated by it at first, not realizing the skills and tools that it does take to build an airplane. But you know, I know looking back, some of our best customers are women, and we certainly like to encourage that and invite women to learn more about it and get involved. We also have another customer of ours who's building a Zenith, and he's going to be talking specifically about that, about building a Zenith in his garage. So those of you, again, that are looking at building an airplane and want to learn more about the skills, the tools, how much space does it take to build, come out and see his seminar. And then during the week, we also have several home builds in review, and that's basically an area where there's little bleachers are set up, and we can pull our airplane there, and with the PA system, we talk about the airplane, to kind of do a walk around the airplane. So it's a great opportunity to see the aircraft. We'll have Zenith STOL on Wednesday, on Saturday, just various Zenith aircraft, and I know with Dave Tillema and the Viking engines, they're pulling in Dave's airplane there on Friday and talking probably about the journey of course, talk about the airplane, but also about the actual journey of going out there. And one of the highlights for us every year of Oshkosh is putting on our annual banquet dinner. And so this year, we're celebrating our 30th anniversary, so that's kind of the focus of that. And as well as we'll have Dave Tillema come out and talk about his flying adventure, getting to Oshkosh, again, flying over all 48 states. And so it'll be a great opportunity, and that'll be right next to the airport. It's a restaurant called the Mine Shaft, so it should be really easy to get to, lots of parking, and you don't really need RSVP. We do have an RSVP form. It's just to allow us to get a head count on how many people are coming, but come out for that. It's always a lot of fun. 7 to 9 p.m. Is the actual dinner. We always, like I said, we have a good program associated with that. It's very informal. Just come as you are and just have a good time. It's certainly open to all Zenith builders and flyers, but also if anybody in the community out there interested in learning more about building and flying your airplane, getting to know a few Zenith builders, come out for that. It's always a fun time.
It is, yeah. It's a great time.
And we always have a handful of special speakers that join us. Just good information. And also throughout the week in the aeroplane hangar, which is just north, it's an old display hangar from EAA, just north of our booth, we'll be doing sheet metal demonstrations throughout the week. Joe Scheibinger will have his STOL CH 750 fuselage, which is nearly complete, on display there. He's got a beautiful panel, beautiful interior. Come out, have a look at that. And then we'll also be doing various sheet metal hands-on demonstrations and little projects throughout the week. We'll be building, I think, a couple rudder projects out there, as well as, I think, EAA, one of their aircraft, they had a little incident with another airplane rolling into it. We're going to be doing rebuilding an aileron, and as well as I think an elevator as well, wasn't it?
Stabilizer repair.
Stabilizer repair. But come out to the sheet metal workshop. My son Calvin will be there, and Philip from South Africa will also be leading some of the workshops sessions there. Great opportunity to learn more about the sheet metal construction, drilling, riveting, anything like that. Come out, have a look, and learn a few skills, and if nothing else, get out of the sun and the shade over at Oshkosh. So it's a good opportunity to do that.
Yeah, and Philip has a lot of knowledge on Zenith. That's what he does basically year-round. So you guys need repairs or anything, can maybe ask him detailed questions about some repairs and stuff.
Yeah, that's a good point. Absolutely. And otherwise, what else we have at Oshkosh? I think that covers most of the Zenith-specific things.
It does, and I recommend all the Zenith customers that fly into Oshkosh try to park them together, maybe in front of the Zenith booth area, just on the other side of the road. And then you never know, we might have a spot in our booth during the week. We might want to put it in there for a day or half a day if you're interested. Yeah. We'll see what we can do. Good place to showcase your airplane.
Absolutely, yeah, that's a good point, because if you're flying your Zenith, especially for the first time, or if you have a really nice finish on it, something like that, we'd love to showcase it in our booth.
362, departing runway 6, westbound.
So, again, we look forward to meeting with most of you out there. Come by, say hi.
Just out the airport, 3000. We're going to be heading over towards the city of Mexico.
Got a little bit of traffic around here. That's always nice to see.
It is, yeah. And we're leaving Saturday morning, so anybody wants to kind of gather up together on the way, we'll probably be on Fingers frequency heading up there, and we could fly together, maybe meet for lunch somewhere. So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the flight up to Oshkosh is always fun. It's a lot less planning, if you will, than the Sun and Fun trip.
Yeah.
And usually there's always weather, but it's more thunderstorm type weather. It's not big frontal activity that may prevent us from going in. So it's always a fun trip up to Oshkosh. And I'm going to take this opportunity to remind you folks, come out to the plan now to come out for the 2022 homecoming.
Turning left crosswind to left downwind, and we'll depart to the west. Mexico traffic.
You know, our homecoming, this will be our 30th anniversary event, so definitely look forward to that.
We have our new shirts.
Oh yeah, that's right. We're wearing our brand new shirts. We're proud of these shirts. They're all real comfy, nice lightweight cotton shirts, and so we're wearing them proudly for our 30th anniversary. You can pick up your own shirt at the Zenith booth at Oshkosh, or call Joyce or Caitlin, and they'd be happy to hook you up with some shirts.
3000 orbiting over the city, Mexico.
Yeah, and this will be my 30th year at Oshkosh too.
Yeah.
And 30 years with Zenith, and then 29 going with Zenith, but I went the first year with a friend to Oshkosh,
Right,
so yeah, exciting. 30 years already.
I know, and you still you look like, maybe you look like 42, so you were like
42.
So you were like
2359. We're kind of headed to the north of
Well,
the town.
I think when you're having
Don't
fun,
have
you know,
outside,
you look what you
but
show.
we have you on the box.
yeah.
Well, I think we should try to head back. We'll do a nice landing and start getting everything organized and ready to go to Oshkosh.
All right, we look forward to seeing all of you out there.
Nice flying airplane, hands off.
Pretty much, huh?
Yeah. Temperature's all well below the limit.
Yeah, Mexico traffic, Springmall 750 November Charlie is going to be entering the left-hand one for runway 36 Mexico.
Okay, we got gas, undercarriage, mixture prop seatbelts. Everything looks great. Go ahead and pull carb heat.
Mexico traffic, 802 Kilo Alpha is on a 3-mile flying home for 36 Mexico traffic. Mexico traffic, 802 Kilo Alpha, short final for 36 Mexico traffic.
Alright, we're going to bleed off the airspeed, get a little flaps in.
Yeah, Mexico traffic, Springmall 750 November Charlie's left base 36 Mexico. And Mexico traffic, Springmall 750 November Charlie's final 36 Mexico.
Mexico traffic, 802 Kilo Alpha, clear 36.
Alright, we got flaps all the way down. And we're just a tad high, but we've got some corn, so we want to make sure we can make the runway. Lose the engine.
Yeah.
Power's all the way back.
And you still get great over-the-nose visibility coming
yeah.
in from high up, don't you?
And we'll level it out, and then maybe add a touch of power when I start bringing the nose up. We'll see, with a little float there. Power's all the way back. We're just letting it settle. No power. Sticks all the way back. Still no power, just idle.
Nice job, nearly on the center line.
Oh, now. I knew you were going to say that.
I couldn't resist, because I know you would have said it if you had
right.
been on the center line.
That's
you would
right.
have said. Well, what a great flight. Look forward to seeing all of you, well, I guess it's early next week, but another Oshkosh for 2022.
Yep, see you guys.